husband and I, we always knew that investing in property was always a good thing. It's always in the media that it's always trending up, and it's pretty hard to go wrong. And we had so we knew we should get into it, but we didn't really know how, or we didn't know how, or the best areas to invest. And we didn't want that weight on our shoulders. And we do have a very busy life with a young family. And when I came across AllianceCorp, you guys pretty much take all the hard work out of us, and we found that you guys, more responsibility on you guys to help us along that journey. And that's why we decided to go with you, because you help us along the way, and you're always there if we need help, or if we've got any questions about investing. And it really gave us confidence to know that we are doing the right thing. We started our investment journey towards the end of 2020, which was when COVID was beginning to hit. And we thought we had missed the boat back then, because property was really going on a steep incline. But it turns out now, as we all know, that back in 2020, if we had known that it was all going up, we probably would have invested in 100 houses. So yeah, there is a risk with everything that you do, but I guess you just have to put your foot in it and hope for the best. And yeah, thankfully for us, it has paid off, thanks to you guys helping us along the way. We did do a lot of research with AllianceCorp, and all the videos that you sent us, we sat down, myself and my husband, and we watched them, and they were always very clear and informative. And any questions that we did have, we always had yourself as our property coach, and you've always been on the end of the phone if we ever need, or any questions that we had. And it just made it really clear, and the direction that we were going on was just quite a clear path on how we get to our end goal. I think from the start, Jason, I believe, called us at the start, and my grandparents were up visiting at the time, and we spoke to him, and I had read through one of the brochures online. That's how it began, and it was just really easy to read. And everything that he spoke to me on the conversation on the phone, I hung up the phone and then went and said to my grandparents, I think our whole life has just changed within one phone call. I just straight away had confidence in you guys. And I thought that I just had that feeling that everything was going to be fine, because it is such a big commitment. And I felt confident, and yeah. So currently we have 2 townhouses within a self-managed super fund. You guys helped us set up that, because that is a huge, huge process. And that, having your team with all the different departments has made it very easy. There's always one person to manage one type of area, I guess. So we have 2 in a self-managed super fund, and we are currently underway with one house and land packaged in the Sunshine Coast in our personal names. So currently 3. It has been very easy to follow. There are a lot of stages that you have to go through to invest in property, and with AllianceCorp, there was always, I guess you might call it, like a manager in each area that would contact you and help you through that process and make it very easy and clear to understand. So we were never confused. And if we had any questions, for example, when we're applying for our mortgage, we would contact that one person, and they would always make contact with us and make sure that we're feeling comfortable, and if we ever had any questions. And everything was just clear and easy to follow and easy to understand, and we always had that confidence that we were doing the right thing. We feel like we're actually doing something with our money, and we're preparing for our future. And ideally, the whole reason we're doing this is, one, for a big tax write-off with the depreciation, and also to gain equity, to hopefully one day, pass that on to our kids when they grow up. So preparing long-term for our family. Sure, especially when you have seen the increase of how quickly the property has gone up. we are feeling that we definitely have made the right decision, and hopefully that retirement line has been brought back a few years. That would be nice. So, one thing that we did really appeal to us when we signed up with AllianceCorp was the income generator program, which was, we had quite a fair bit of savings sitting there, and we knew we had to do something. So we decided to buy these 3 townhouses, and we still had, oh, sorry, 2 townhouses and a house, and we still had money left over. And the income gen, the interest that we get back from that is around 7%, and to us that was just huge on compared to any banks that were giving us pretty much next to nothing on the money we had remaining. So that was a huge bonus with you guys, that we could invest our money, our leftover money, with you guys until we're ready to buy our next house and gain an interest and continue that income. And whenever we've needed money, we've just contacted that, the specific person who's in charge of the income gen. They've returned however much, quite a few times. It's been back and forth. We've deposited more money, and if we ever needed it, it's always there. And the interest payments are always on time, and yeah, it's been great. Like I said, we invested, I guess, right at the start of COVID. So we weren't really sure if we were making the right decision, but kind of jumped on board and knew, we hoped that it would go up. And not long ago, we had a portfolio manager do a review on all of our properties, and the equity that we have gained in short, 18 months that we've had the properties was mind-boggling. Like, we could not believe how much money we have made in equity to date, and hopefully it keeps continuing. But so far so good. We have definitely made the right decision, and that's thanks to you guys as well. We wouldn't have been able to do this without you guys, and jumping on board. So thank you. We would like to buy a couple of more houses because we have seen such great results. And it's almost like an addiction. When you see such great things, you just want more and more and more. We would like to hopefully maybe get 5 maybe under our belt. And that way, we are getting a lot of depreciation with our tax. As I said, like, my husband is in the mine, so he gets taxed a lot. So in hope to retrieve some of that, and it's not all just going back to the tax man. So we would hope to do that, and this is a long-term plan for us. And within hopefully maybe 20 years down the track, we'll look back 20 years previous and think, wow, those houses were so cheap, when we do look at selling them down the track for our future, for our kids. I would say just do it. You just got to bite the gun and do it, because house prices are never getting cheaper. They're not making any more land, so you may as well just jump in and do it. Over the years, it might go up and down a little bit, but generally over the trend, you're not. If this is a long-term investment, you're not going to make a mistake. So get in and do it.